Hello and welcome back to our third episode of Law and Order, a police procedural Dungeons and Dragons starring some of your favorite Twitter shitposters. First things first, today our brother Crip will not be joining us because the boss man was opening for Doug motherfucking Stanhope over the weekend, the biggest of dubs that this boss man is currently in recovery. So massive shout out, congratulations to Crip. A little bit of narrative housekeeping from last week, an errata if you will. A pouch that our wardens found containing a bribe contained 15 platinum suns, not moons. A harbor moon is worth, I believe, 5 platinum sums, and this was a bribery. It was not a drug deal.
Oh man.
Yeah, sorry guys. So you still have 150 gold pieces, but if they were 15 harbor moons, you'd have about 750, and like I said, wasn't a drug deal. So, again, welcome everybody. I think this time we're going to skip the introductions. If you don't know who's here, you can go back to our YouTube page and check out our first 2 episodes, which you probably want to catch up on anyway if you haven't done so. Just be sure to do that after the episode so you can see what goes down as it goes down. With that said, I think we just get straight into it, yeah?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's hurt people.
Last we left, our unlikely heroes had been thrown into a last-minute emergency traffic patrol. Finding some suspicious activity going down and following it, they uncovered what appears to be a rather sinister plot that may or may not be connected to the famous magical phenomena of Waterdeep's South Ward, known as the Moon Sphere, an incredibly powerful arcane phenomena associated with the moon goddess Saloon, and these patrolmen have found their way to the top of a tenement building overrun by members of the Bull Elk tribe, and they have uncovered an arcane device of some sort and are in the process of securing the area. We left off midway through the fight just as the moon sphere was beginning to coalesce into form. I believe that our mad, passionate, tortured artist Tenzo had just had his turn, which brings us in initiative order.
I actually did not get my turn. I just got my movement.
You had your movement. You have yet to take an action. Thank you for clarifying that. So, with that said, Tenzo, you're up.
All right. I am going to cast Message. So I'm going to conjure a spectral paper airplane and throw it out the window to Yalden, if he's still in the area.
He is.
And I'm going to send the message, possible bomb in building, clear, moon, what is it called? Dancer's Court?
Dancer's Court, yes.
Yeah, clear, evacuate Dancer's Court, something to that effect.
In fact, looking out the window, Tenzo, as the moon sphere coalesces into brilliance, you can hear the music becoming more lively, swelling into a grand sort of orchestral theme, slightly at odds with the more tempestuous vibe going on upstairs, but you can see this glowing blue ball of energy 40 feet in diameter as the crowd sort of gasps in wonder. It really never gets old, and people begin to step into it, starting to dance gracefully in all 3 dimensions.
I think this is probably my first time seeing it, so I'm just like, wow, and I just take my helmet off, just to get a better view of the elegance that I'm witnessing.
Okay. You hear back you hear Yolden's voice appear back in your head, going, "Evacuate this many hundred people? I can certainly try, but how bad is it?" At which point the magic of the spell cuts out.
Yep. I mean, that's all I can do, so...
Yep, that's fair. So we now go back to Coach Close. And next in initiative is Onarpos, who is still not with us, but Onarpos, as you'll remember, has this bandit badly battered, pinned up against the wall, and I think we're just going to go with a straight-up punch to the head. Sounds very much Onarpos' style, unless anyone else wants to make a suggestion.
That's what he would want.
That's what he would want, yeah.
Does Onarpos have a club? He would have a baton, wouldn't he?
I think he has. He has a maul.
Let me see what he has.
A maul.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll say is that Onarpos whips his maul out and then spins it around, just so he's using the blunt handle, because Onarpos doesn't seem to be a police brutality quite yet, and we'll just say he punches the guy with the butt of his handle, and we'll make it like a club attack. That's definitely going to hit, and that, let's have a look at this fellow's remaining hit points. That is going to knock this bandit unconscious. So this fellow just takes the hit in the side of the head. You hear this slightly wet, meaty thump sound as his eyes roll back, and he just slumps to the floor, completely unconscious.
Nice. Some good old wet meat.
Like it.
Yeah, that's wrong, bandit. There we go.
I like that choice of words.
Nixie,
The other white meat.
Now.
Sorry.
And on that note, Nixie, you're up.
Okay, so I've taken out homeboy over here last, right?
That's
So
correct, yes.
Let me kind of go around this corner,
Okay.
kind of to this next corner,
Yep.
kind of like there. I'm kind of crouched down. I'm
Yep.
looking at
Sort of
homeboy
crouched
and
down up against the wall. Yep, looking around.
yeah, I'm kind of looking behind because homeboy in front of Spear Boy. I figured, you know what? We'll probably get to Spear Boy, but maybe I should just injure this guy just in case he's useful. I don't want to completely kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hand crossbow
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to aim for his knee and I'm gonna take out his kneecap. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna take out his kneecap.
Going for the
You're
kneecap.
gonna kneecap him? Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll it.
She rolls a 1 and it goes straight into his jugular.
What I'd say is,
Character growth.
No,
You don't wanna murder somebody.
It's a
That's
10
crazy.
total with
unfortunately,
with 8 damage.
a 10 is going to miss.
Bardic
aiming for the
inspiration.
kneecap,
I
yes. Go ahead. And
Yeah,
roll
in
your
the back
inspiration.
of your mind, you catch a glimpse of me shooting that finger gun to you on the stairs, and you remember how cool I looked.
I'm literally rolling my eyes going, God, Tens thinks he's so he's so
You're
annoying.
disgusted with just how fucking cool it was.
No, I'm disgusted with just him, period.
Nope. You feel a
Under
little
those
bit of inspiration.
circumstances, you got to
You
hand
feel a
it.
bit of inspiration.
You
Ugh.
You got-
No,
get inspired.
that's what fucked me up. That's what fucked me up. I'm sitting there. I missed because I was thinking of Tens and his little cringy little. Damn it! Damn you, Tenzo.
Can't get me out your mind.
Ugh.
That's funny.
Damn it. So I'm just gonna go around the corner and sulk for a minute and know that I just should have just tried to kill him. This is what happens if I go for assault and not murder.
That's the real takeaway from all this.
Yeah, always go for murder, never assault.
That is extreme.
That brings us back to the top of the round. Now, seeing the incredible mayhem and destruction going down, death and various forms of dismemberment and unconsciousness, probably not in that order. This young fellow with his hand still hovering over the sphere, you see him start to aim a firebolt back at you, Nixie. And then he just sort of stops, looks and calls out, "We are routed! Engage the contingency plan!" And with a massive effort of will, he rips his hand away from the orb and pulls a wand hanging from his hip, aims it straight down at the ground, and with a swinging down action, a massive dome of energy in a hemisphere appears around him.
Oh shit.
That's his turn. That brings us to Felia.
Okay, so Felia's bleeding everywhere. She still has a crossbow bolt sticking out of her for half of her life force.
Yes.
And she's drunk on top of that. She drank a ton, so her blood is
Slightly
way
buzzed,
thinner.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a bleeder.
It's sort of tottering around. You can hear unsteady clopping of hooves.
All tottering.
She's gonna aim a ray of frost at there's a bandit in front of the orb guy, right? Still, yeah.
That's correct. He has frostburn over about 2/3 of his body. There's still bits of ice clinging to his breeches and his shirt.
She's gonna roll. I have bardic inspiration. Is that a D6 10s?
It is.
Okay,
But I think
that's my roll.
You hit, don't you? You already passed his armor class?
Just in case. 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
And I rolled a 1 for damage. 1 damage.
It's actually
Okay, so you just sort of aim that ray of frost at him, and as it shoots out, it hits a part that's already quite coated up with ice, but just a little bit of that ice spreads over to an area currently not iced, and you're like, "Good enough, got it."
Take that. Okay.
As he looked down, and that brings us to him, as he just sort of looks around, looks at the ice, looks up at this slightly tottering, giggling satyr, and there's a sniper around the corner. All these bruises are marching up the center, and he just like drops his weapons, looks back at you. Can hear this mage going, "You coward!" from inside his protective magic dome, and that brings us to Charise, and Gabe, you're up next.
I cannot remember. Last time I had an idea of something I wanted to do, and I completely lost it.
You wanted to make an arcane roll, arcana check. And at this point, I'm happy to end the initiative. If people are sort of wanting to pile in on our ideas, we'll use the initiative order currently to sort of resolve who goes first. But at this point, I'm happy to go a little more freeform, as they're at least not trying to kill you.
Okay.
Whether the same goes the other way around, not for me to say.
Okay. So the guy threw down his weapon and gave up, right?
Yes, scimitar thrown down one hand, hand crossbow thrown down, or light crossbow thrown down on the other hand, and he's just like, "Nope, whatever. This shit ain't worth dying for."
All right. I'll go with the whole turn around, hands behind your head thing, and if he's not going to resist, I'll go in and slap him in some manacles.
Okay, well, you see him trying to comply, but as he turns, you hear this cracking sound of ice, and you can see him like, "I'm trying, Gov. I'm trying. And, he is still coated in ice.
Felia sticks her head around the corner and goes, "Freeze! Put your hands up!"
Oh, that was gross.
As she hiccuped.
Like very slowly, with great effort, putting his hands behind his head, turning around a little bit beyond him at this point.
I see what you did there.
I just took psychic damage. Ow.
All right, let's cool it. I'm gonna go in and I'll just kind of go around him then and put the manacles on him with his hands behind his back or whatever, as soon as he can't actually turn around.
Okay, so Charise just marches forwards, 0 fucks given. At this point, you can see now. You can feel a powerful energy emanating from this device, even through this protective dome. Give me that Arcana check, please.
Okay. Here we go. There you go.
Oh, dang.
Oh, 23. Okay. So, straight off the bat, you recognize the spell from your earliest days with the city authorities. This is a protective spell often known to bards for whatever reason, but also some other arcanists. It is called the Tiny Hut spell. It lasts for 8 hours, and it is impassable by anyone who is not inside the dome when the spell is cast. Magic cannot go through it. Magic cannot come back out of it. It can't pass through the dome one way or the other, in or out. And the fact that you can sense an arse ton of magical energies emanating from this orb through the dome is like a massive red flag. You should not be able to sense magical energies through this dome. High five. Yes.
Sorry, I was getting my camera to focus.
I know, but at this stage, the response is programmed into me.
All right. Well, I will, have everyone move up, and I'll relay that information as soon as it seems to be relevant. Okay. You said this dome also covers the thing, right? The weird gyroscopy thing there. Okay.
It's roughly, I believe, 10 foot in radius. So it covers these 4 squares. Unless anyone has any issues, I'm just going to move up.
I'm going to stay at that window, actually.
Okay.
Can I reply to Yalden?
Yeah, by now, yeah, absolutely. Send another message down.
So he asks if it's necessary, and then I guess I don't necessarily know exactly what's happening up there, so I just respond with another message and say, yes, evacuate as fast as you can. And then...
okay.
Can I cast another cantrip?
6 seconds later, so we'll just let everyone have an opportunity to make another action, and then unless anyone does, then we'll get straight into your next one. Okay, good talk.
Okay. I am going to walk up to the tiny hut, real menacing like, and I'm going to drag my sword against the exterior. See if I can find any sort of purchase. Anything getting weak, get myself in there.
Okay, this is a perfect hemisphere of force energy. It is the perfection that can only be achieved through magic.
Just out of interest, does anyone know if this hut has a bottom to it?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, actually, so I was thinking about it, and I think if we were to cut the floor out from under it, I don't think it would allow us to tunnel up into the hut, but I don't think the hut would remain there any longer because it needs a point to be anchored to. And if it doesn't have that,
anything that would influence him to at least make a concentration save could be useful.
Yeah.
At this, yes. Charise, with your Arcana check of 23, that is absolutely correct. You don't think, you know.
All right.
Well, you can think if you want.
Yeah. So yeah, if we want to get him out of the thing, all we got to do is do like a little Looney Tunes thing, get ourselves a saw, and just cut around the underside of it. With nothing to anchor onto, it's done. And
so to clarify, this is a 10-foot diameter, so it actually seems to be extending out through the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And as you were saying this mage turns around like he's glaring at you from beneath a mop of red and black hair. That would look comical if it wasn't so potentially alarming. And starts casting a spell on the as the orb of magic starts to slowly shrink and then dissipate, and you see him start casting a spell on this large sort of orb type framework, and it just shrinks down to half size. He grabs it, opens a pouch, and jams the whole thing into the pouch. The pouch doesn't seem to get any bigger, but the whole thing disappears inside it. And he starts casting another spell, this time on the framework, holding up that orb frame.
Quickly,
sorry, go on.
I'm going to use my Stalker's Mark to mark him. Because in case he tries to skedaddle or anything, I can track him.
Okay. He is now Stalker's marked.
That's my last use for today.
As soon as Felia sees him put the thing in that bag, can she pull out her crossbow and shoot a bolt at the bag?
She certainly can. Make an attack roll.
Okay. Oh no, what is that?
Has Yalden
14.
14. The bolt shoots almost directly true, straight at the bag, and bounces off the sphere of energy, the hemisphere of energy.
Wait, so are we saying the sphere's still up, but he also cast a different spell? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, because it's not a concentration spell. It just has a set duration of 8 hours. It's one of the few. Yeah.
You hear back from Yalden, Tenzo. I will try to find one of the nobles and the people from. You can hear like he sounds kind of flustered. I will send some of my men up to assist if you want.
Is there any rope nearby? You said it's
an investigation check. Yeah, give me an investigation check. At this stage, also, this mage has now shrunk down half of the framework that's holding up. That was holding up the orb frame. And again, he opens up the bag, shoves the entire thing in like Mary Poppins style, closes the bag. The bag doesn't look any bigger, but he's just shoving like large portions of framework into there.
I keep staring at the bag really excitedly, wondering what the hell he's doing, like how it's working. And can I make an intelligence check to see if I would understand what that is?
Sure.
Or Arcana? Would it be intelligence or Arcana?
Give me an Arcana check if you're trying to understand what he's doing, casting these spells.
Okay. 7.
7? Look, he appears to be using magic. He appears to be shrinking things, and the bag seems bigger on the inside.
This guy can shrink things and put them into another dimension, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
This guy is
Kenzo,
big trouble.
You find some coiled up rope sitting in one of the darker corners of the room that you're currently in.
Could I don't know how much time I would have to do this. I want to tie it around my waist, tie it to the opening in the wall, and then hang out of the wall. If that makes sense, like that.
Yes. Give me we'll say a sleight of hand or a survival check.
Oh no!
While this is happening,
Oh, no.
the whole frame has now been shrunk and is inside this magic bag that he has. He stands there glaring at you for a few seconds, and then crosses his legs, slowly lowers himself down onto his knees, and then starts casting a different spell.
We need to get underneath his hut.
And just like that, he's gone. The dome is still there. Perception checks from everybody, please.
Would I gain advantage since it's involving this spell?
You would.
Yeah.
You can have advantage.
I rolled a natural 20.
Well, you probably did better than me if you get it. All right, cool. Had that whole moment where I was supposed to sound cool. He's kind of outshined me. Cool though.
Cool.
Well, I'm hella dumb with this one.
Super awesome.
So there's a slight problem. I had a nat 1 on my tying ropes check.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Ooh.
No.
Nixie, you're like, holy shit, he's gone.
How did that happen? Where did he go?
You get the vaguest sense of movement inside the dome. It's quite dark in there now, tucked away in this corner of this sort of construction area. The dome of energy sort of filtering and refracting light coming from the moon sphere down in the plaza. So there's just this vague sense of movement. Felia and Felia, you can see a tiny fly buzzing around.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Who else got? Oh yeah, Gabe. You can't see shit, but you can sense this mage still in the dome somewhere, but the movements are in 3 dimensions and quite erratic.
I'm gonna yell out, he's still in there.
Kenzo, you are struggling with this rope like an absolute motherfucker. Realizing that rope tying is not your forte, you've gone for, if you can't tie knots, tie lots. And then as you go to lean out, you're like, wait a minute. And you give the rope a good swift tug and whoosh, it comes right out loose. And you're just standing there holding the end of the rope in your hand. Looking down 2 stories.
Okay.
Like,
okay. Yeah, that was a close one.
Guys, the dome up and vanishes.
Damn.
Felia, tracking this fly with these incredibly keen, fey, wild senses of yours, you see it streak off. And
Would I have time to
Gabriel,
cast anything?
you get the sense, your sense can actually feel the mage flying straight up into the air. Felia, what was that? Sorry?
Would I have time to cast anything, considering I can see the fly as the dome goes down?
Yes. Give me a reflex. Some reflex. Give me a
Dexterity.
dexterity check, please.
Check. Okay.
Look at you. I play 3.5. I play older editions of D&D.
Me, Swain.
I play older
Yes.
D&D.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Fire off. Give
Holy
me an
shit,
attack.
man.
Or
All
what
right.
spell do you want to cast?
She's gonna cast Thunderclap around the 5 feet area that fly is in. It's a con 14 save.
Oh,
You sturdy fly. You stupid fly.
I hate bugs.
I hate bugs.
It gets a 19.
how loud is this thunderclap?
You know, Could be pretty loud. You could hear it up to 100 feet away.
Oh.
Okay, so this crack of lightning nearly just deafens you for half a second, and you hear screaming coming from downstairs, like this screaming of alarm coming from the plaza, of as though 100 voices cried out in alarm, and then wondered what the fuck just happened.
I'm helping evacuate. It's fine.
Oh my God.
You see this ugly-looking fly creature growing in size as this gangly, emo, dirty-looking mage creature starts falling down.
I'm going to quickly lunge at him and put my sword to his throat.
He is at least 30 feet in the 30 feet above where you are, and a good 10 feet out. Like, this guy's flying away. So you, correction, apologies. You don't see him, but you hear this and this thump sound on the roof directly on top of you, as a couple of legs sort of flop down before rolling back up.
Ooh.
Would I have time to shoot at it with my crossbow? Because this has been my plan the whole time.
Okay, you are currently on the bottom corner.
It's been to. Sorry, go ahead.
Give me a dexterity check, please. You are currently having a rope loosely tied around your waist, with the other end just sort of sitting loose in your hand.
19.
Hearing the crack, you start running up the other end. Give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
All right.
I am just going to move to the next.
Oh no! I had a 5 and a 21. So
yeah, unfortunately, you see him. You get just enough time to take aim, and as you fire, it goes wild as he flips his legs up.
And I turned to this one. Why'd you guys let him get away?
He turned into a fly.
You guys!
Never seen someone wild shape before?
No, I'm from a city. That's like druid stuff.
Up on the
You're
roof,
halfway there.
directly above you, you hear contingency plan, and then that same arcane-sounding words that you heard previously, and.
Do we have a way up to the roof?
You could try an acrobatics check if you wanted to
doing it.
try hauling
Me
yourself up.
All right,
Where's that?
I'm gonna
You start
run.
feeling that erratic movement forming again.
I run
Yeah, I'm
to the opening, and I'm there to help anyone.
Okay.
I got a
With a
14.
boost. Help
I'm gonna
it.
try and pop up there as well. Let me.
What is
see
wrong
what I
with
get
me?
here.
What is wrong with me?
Okay, so
We're having an off day, Gabe.
who's going up in what order? Tenzo, you can help one person.
I'll go first. Tenzo, please help me. I got a 1.
Yeah, so I'm just running to the opening, and I lean my back up against like the wall, and I put my hands out to give him like a spring up.
Okay, so roll again to signify your advantage.
Lord Jesus, please. Come on. Come on.
You're gonna fall out the window.
I got a 10.
A 10. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
With a 10,
What's
you don't
happening?
fall. But
Right.
you're essentially using your full action, your full movement, and you're just scrabbling up the roof, trying not to pull like clay roof tiles down on top of other people. You get up there, and you've got this sense. How far does your Stalker's Mark last? Like, what range does it have?
It's indefinite range. It's just I can sense it for the most part.
I think it's up to a couple of miles at least, because we didn't change that part of it. Anyway,
I don't know exactly the mileage.
you can sense your prey at this stage about 40 odd feet away.
40 feet away.
Yeah, it's like the just clearing the tenement block, the street, and then like Coach's Foot, and then the next line of houses over. He's almost on Coach Street proper,
All right,
but
I'm
up in
going
the air.
Okay, so I already used my action and everything to get up here, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to run as far as I can. Oh no, I already used everything. Never mind. I end my turn. That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
He's almost died.
What are we thinking, guys?
I'm pretty sure I did not make it up to the roof, so there's not much that I can do at this current time. I don't know who else got up there, though. I don't know who all is up there.
I got a 14, so...
Nixie, you're able to clamber up next to Gabriel.
Okay.
It was acrobatics check, right?
Yes.
Okay, does a 15 make it?
A 15 does. With surprising nimbleness that's not that surprising from like a set of legs made for running and jumping, but slightly surprising because she's a little buzzed.
Drunken hooves.
But
Yeah.
Just tumbling all over the roof.
I
It sort of
Amazing.
jumps up, grabs the bar, and then like runs a little goat leg
Does she
side of
still
the
have?
building adjacent to this one. You're like,
Does she still have a crossbow bolt sticking out of her or whatever?
probably.
Yeah, she's
yeah,
bleeding.
it's sort of the blood starting to congeal and dry up a little bit. It's not a pretty look, but
Real quick.
Can I slap her with a healing word on her way up?
absolutely. How are you doing this? Is it just like on the side of the leg, or are you giving her a good?
Healing word actually has range on it, so it's just kind of
Okay.
like one of those things where I can just kind of
Nice.
send it
Okay.
off.
Go ahead and roll for that, and this therefore is entirely appropriate for the workplace.
All right.
We don't
There you
want
go.
any no blizzard cases here. We're using our words to encourage.
We're using our
We're
words. This is
Big
important.
boys.
Cure wounds
So
is
that's
bad.
5 HP restored.
Thank you, cleric. Okay, when I get onto the top of the roof, what can I see? Is he like
You can
way out of
see
range?
Gabriel looking intently to the west. You can just sort of see over the roof. It's a very shallow sort of 4-point pyramid shape. And you can see the rest of Southern Ward and Dock Ward off in the distance, Mount Waterdeep. You don't see anything that looks like a human shape.
A fly or an animal? Because I'm assuming he can do that now.
It's a fly of some sort. It appears to be, you're reasonably certain he's a fly because you saw that like 12 seconds ago. A fly at 40 feet away in the dark.
and it's snowing.
Yeah, it's,
I have laser
Yeah.
eyes. Okay.
if you want to roll perception and see just how focused those laser eyes are, but the DC, nigh on impossible.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 4 too. So it's 7.
You're still drunk.
Just
So-
having a happy little giggle at your happy little goat matrix move. It's, yeah.
The tiles of the roof make a nice sound when my hooves walk on them. It's cool.
Yes. Happy little
The pitter patter.
It's a click.
Pitter patter.
Pitter patter of tiny hooves.
Okay.
I turn to Onarpos and I toss him that rope. And it's still tied to me, right?
Yes.
All right.
With your 22 intelligence, you give it a tug, and you're like,
Oh,
I
do
give
that
myself
motion again.
50-50
Do
odds.
that motion again for me.
No.
Can you do that motion again for me? That's okay.
Give it a little
You
tug.
give it a good
I
tug
give it a
like that.
tug. Yeah, I give it a tug.
This is when you tug yourself. This is when you tug your friend.
Yeah, it's
No.
polite. It's polite.
Maybe you.
know?
So I toss that rope and I say, "Hold on to this." And
You got
I
about 50-50 chances of this going well or not.
Oh man, everybody loves a good tug.
what am I rolling for this, or what does he roll for this?
You know what? Just make it a straight D20.
Oh boy.
Let's do this. You got
There
this.
are no skills in pure blind luck, and if you want to take your luck, what are we doing here?
I'm tossing him the rope and I'm
What did you
Just-
roll?
Yeah.
Rolled an 8. Rolled an 8. Are you sure it's not like an athletics check or like?
Onarpos can roll strength to make sure he can hold you.
That's what I'm hoping.
You don't want to fall to your death.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He can hold you fine. The question is, how far down you're going to get before that nat 1 on your rope tying?
I had an 8. I had an 8 for this straight 20. And
yeah. Okay. So you make it. You make it about 3/4 of the way down, and that musician's the little. Let me update this view screen for you.
So I just nosedived out the window.
So as he's going down, and Onarpos is like, guys, you might want to get down here. You're about 2 feet from the top of this canopy, and you can hear the musicians playing underneath it. You're like, this is gonna work, and the rope comes loose.
So
Me
how
a
high?
dexterity save, please. You are about 2 feet, so you're probably about 8 feet in the air, but you're 2 feet from the tent frame.
8 feet.
Oh baby, that's a nat 20 plus 2.
Look at you. You're not gonna get bung up that bad.
That's
Okay.
Save so bad.
No,
Holy
here's the thing,
shit.
right? Because this guy is hella smart, and I'm still going off, like, we'll say you're still going off that 22 intelligence roll. And as you're going down, you can see the knot starting to come loose and loose and loose and looser, and you're like, yeah, you can see all the thumb starting to appear in front of your head, the hangover style. And then just as the rope slips, you already got your hands out, you go down, you grab, you swing down, and you just like land in front of Yalden, like, sup?
Oh,
I
God.
yeah, I do the superhero landing, and I like land on one knee, and then I look up at him, and I say, "You're too late. You suck," and he got away. And then I start running for the moon sphere.
Okay. Golden at this stage is like, I'm not going to lie, that was very cool. Get your men, as you're running away, he's like, get your men down here. I heard something about the contingency plan. We need to go. Get your men down here. And he's like rapid fire yelling this at you as you're running away.
I give him the finger. I'm running and I just give him the finger.
Felia's watching over the top of the roof, and when he lands, she just starts applauding because that was super cool.
We'll say, given the movement,
He's like, do not encourage him. Stop it. It's only
say you
encouraging
get to
him.
about here.
That's pretty badass.
That's
though.
fine by me. I'm fine with ending my turn right there if people want to do some other stuff.
What direction are we trying to go off into here now that we're looking at this map?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can actually place Felia about there, Nixie about there, Gabe is about there, and this is actually where you are on the map because you're on the roof. Nixie's probably a little bit closer over here because she like ran up this slightly taller building wall. And Gabe, you've sort of gotten yourself just up higher, watching, just feeling your quarry flying away. Onarpos is about here, inside, still inside with his rope, going, I can't believe he just pulled that off.
I'm probably still inside as well, I believe.
Yes,
I think
sorry.
yeah.
You only forgot somebody. Charise, you could be standing here going, can't believe they promoted this guy over me.
Can I
Absolute
pick up my
travesty.
crossbow and try to get a quick feel of where the guy's flying at, where the fly is,
Mm-hmm.
and just ready my crossbow to see if I have a chance of hitting him and take a shot at him.
Okay, you can. I'm going to be honest, like, just a general sensation, the term needle in a haystack comes to mind, except you're not looking for it so much as you've got to see it and hit it in a single motion.
He's taking a shot in the dark.
You have to use the force.
Quite literally.
Gotta do it. I gotta do it.
You don't need the targeting computer. Just
Wrong
use
universe.
the force.
Look, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, bro. And I take
Exactly. All right, here we go. Heart of the cards.
Discharge your firearm off a roof into the darkness in the middle of the city.
I take every shot to the face, dude. Every single shot to the face.
Remember everything we learned in Watchmen training and forget about it.
And
It was just a 15-minute video. They sat us down in front
Wait,
of.
you guys had training? Fuck.
I didn't even get to see the video.
you
Damn.
guys didn't have training?
22. You damn near hit him.
I didn't roll yet. I don't think I rolled yet.
That's not his roll.
Oh, that's not his roll. I'm so
Yeah, that was
sorry.
me.
No, don't worry.
Sorry,
no
more
worries.
caffeine. Yeah, that's Bingo. Roll your
You got
attack. I'm
scared.
so sorry.
No worries. No
Heart of the
worries.
cards. Heart of the cards.
God, what is happening?
What?
I'm a
Wow.
warrior. I am like forged in battle, and I can't do anything right.
Forged in battle.
Good news is you can hear the sound of your crossbow bolt clattering on the roof across the street.
Oh no!
From the
But he's
bottom
not-
end of Coach's Court.
Ah!
From this little-
We know where he's not. We
So
know where he's not.
you missed, but you also know that you missed everyone else in the city.
Damn
Yeah.
it. I would have liked to hit at least something. Can I still sense the quarry flying away?
Sorry?
Can I still sense my quarry flying away?
You can. At this stage, he's now made it another 40 feet. Like, he's almost hit the Way of the Dragon, the big main road that marks the western edge of Southern Ward. So
I'm
he's
gonna
now
turn
making
back.
it towards Dock Ward.
I'm gonna turn back to Felia and Nixie and be like, guys, follow me. And I'm gonna start running toward there.
Okay,
Running
On the
direction he's going.
rooftop?
Yeah,
let's
this might be
fucking
lit.
go.
Are we
I
okay?
didn't jump from anything yet, though. Not yet.
Gabe, before you go, are we gonna chase a fly flying above a city in the dark in the middle of the night?
Look, I can
Or
sense him.
Do
This
we go
sounds
beat up the old guy
stupid.
downstairs who knows what's going on?
I say chase.
I start running. I hear that, and I'm like,
I don't know if we're gonna catch it. The
Okay.
fucking roofs will run
Can I
out.
do-
Give me a
We have
dexterity
to
check,
at
please.
we have to at least know what direction it's going in.
But
you
he'll
want me to
always
give
know.
me a dexterity check?
Yes, you're running
Oh.
across a rooftop
Oh, I'll do that too.
on a dark, snowy night. If you're running after him, Nixie, yeah,
Oh, 22.
Okay, cool. Everybody's doing good but me right now. That's awesome.
I'll carry you, Gabe. Don't worry, I got you.
Oh man, please,
Gabe,
please,
give us
please. Yay! I got 21.
21.
Yay! Let's go. Let's run.
Okay, so the rooftops obviously end just on the other side of this building as you get to Coach's Close at the bottom end of Coach Street. So as you start running, you got to do a little bit of hopping, a little bit of climbing, but you can make it almost to the end of the tenement building on your first turn. Now, as you're traveling south to go around the bottom of Coach's Close, you sense your quarry moving another 40 feet.
in that south direction, is that where everything
They're
is
going
moving?
south. His quarry is moving west with a slight southern bent. He's definitely headed down towards the docks.
Am I
Okay.
to the sphere yet?
Yes, at this stage, you're to the sphere.
I jump in it.
Okay. You can now move vertically at your movement speed.
Can I not move any other direction?
You can also move, sorry, you
Oh, okay.
can now move vertically at your movement speed in addition to moving horizontally.
Okay, so I'm like testing my like new buoyancy, and I just shoot straight up so that I'm in line with the rest of the.
Son of a bitch!
people
This
on the
guy's actually onto something.
When you say you shoot straight up, you mean moving shoot straight up, or you pull out a cross? Okay, so you're not opening fire. Okay, so you dive in, and there's young nobles dancing together. You can see this young black woman wearing very fine robes, holding a powerful magic staff, just sort of standing somewhere up to the side and the upper half of the sphere, just sort of looking in thought, like just that gentle motion is helping her think. You can hear off to the south, you can hear these young noble men starting to like, come on, yeah! Like they're all starting to gee each other up. Looking down, you can see a young priestess of Saloon going, everything's like the dancer's court is in full swing.
How far down is the ground from me?
You are at this point about 35 feet in the air.
Don't do it. Don't do it unless you're using a rope.
Not do it, bro.
Yeah.
Only with one.
I mean, I'm thinking about it, but
No.
No,
Just
that's
meant-
like
So
limb
you
broken.
to give you the breakdown, the rules on falling in D&D 5th edition. I believe you get your first 5 feet for free.
Mm-hmm.
You then take 1d6 of fall damage for each 10 feet after that.
That sounds
Was it
about
5
right.
feet
Can
after that?
Are you still, I know that this is like previous edition sort of thing. Can you still use an acrobatics check to treat a fall as if it's 10 feet shorter?
One moment, and I will tell you. Does not sound familiar.
I think it's
It
just.
does sound like a great idea, I'm not going to lie.
I didn't even think you get the first 5 feet free.
You get the first 5 feet. After 10, it's 1d6 for each 10.
Nope,
If I'm not
okay.
mistaken.
At the end of a fall, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it fell to a maximum of 20d6. The creature lands prone unless it avoids taking damage from the fall. So you would take 3d6 worth of fall bludgeoning damage.
And fall on
jumping.
your face.
Yeah.
You fall, land on your neck snaps, turn into
You just
nothing.
Mm.
You're gone.
right on your face.
I don't like your odds.
Yeah, it's not great.
Worth it.
It's not ideal. So I'm gonna go back down through the building, I think. I'm gonna take the stairs.
We're all
Like,
doing this
it's all over
crazy shit,
there.
and then you're just like, nope. You just go.
Oh, Charise, you'd actually... Sorry, I forgot you're still on the 3rd floor with Onarpos. You would take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. That's still a lot.
What about that acrobatics thing?
I'm flying up and I'm seeing Charise weigh her options, and I just I say, aim for the canopy. Like, flying through there.
Don't
Oh,
listen to
man.
him. Please just don't
Also,
listen to him.
I'm super annoyed at Yalden for not doing a good enough job clearing all these people up.
You can see Yolden over... he's moved down here now, and he's talking with a couple of very important people quite urgently.
Not good enough.
Wait a minute, do you still have a rope on you, or did it come untied on your end?
It came untied on me. So
Yeah,
one of his
has the rope.
was left holding it.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? No balls, no blue chips. I'm gonna jump on down and try and do like a little tuck and roll thing while I go.
Yes.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check if you wish. The DC will be high. Do you have
Okay.
proficiency in acrobatics?
I do.
Okay. Well, give me an acrobatics check and just see what happens. See what the dice say. Say I'm feeling in 4 seconds from now. Okay. So we'll say that you sort of lower yourself down off the edge and then kick away from the wall, make a grab for the canopy. Gazebo, that's the word I've been trying to think of. You just make
Gazebo.
the edge, you just make the edge, you don't grip it quite right, and your landing, look, it's not what Tenzo did, but Tenzo can't see you because you're now on the ground behind the canopy, and musicians are blocking this line of sight and protecting your dignity.
No.
And you take
That's what's important.
3 points of bludgeoning damage as you try that superhero landing. And Deadpool's dead. It's very difficult on the knees. Deadpool did not lie.
I love this. I love people jumping out of buildings. Not in real life, but in context of the game.
All right, but I'm down. I got down in 1 round. That's what matters. Now once I get back up on my feet, I'm gonna be heading for that big old moon sphere thing.
Okay, so
because flying sounds pretty rad right now.
So getting up takes half your movement. You can get 1, 2, and about 3. So you're just sort of pushing through some nobles, some mercantile class-looking people, but they're not street vendors. They're not merchants who own a shop. They're the mercantile class. So this is kind of where the fancy folk hang out, and they're sort of looking at this watchman who's just limping past, walking it off. Hi, Joe.
Walk it off.
Something's going on here.
Walk it off.
Okay. Nixie, you'd be over here by now. You said you were going off after Gabe. Onarpos just looked down, and you just see him look down, looks at you, Charise, looks back down, turns around, and just dashes off. Taking the stairs.
Yep.
He said, fuck that.
He's not a smart man, but he knows what's what. I know what love is. I know what gravity is. I know what gravity is. So he's off here somewhere at the moment.
This is the second time we've quoted Forrest Gump in a D&D campaign, and we're only three episodes in.
Okay, it's happening every time.
Felia, what you doing?
Felia really wants to jump for that canopy.
You're even higher.
Felia, you're still drunk. You're drunk. You're still bleeding.
Right. That's why she wants
a longer fall for you, dude.
Not anymore. She's got those hit points back.
How many feet is that canopy to remind me again?
So the top of the canopy is 25 feet. But you got to hit that frame and hope it doesn't break.
You are small, so you can't weigh that much.
Where am I right now? Do I see her? Do I see her weighing her options? I just watched Charise weigh hers.
I was kind of
I will say, if you're just sort of drifting about randomly, not bad.
She's not. She's dashing back and forth in a 5-foot area. What do I do? What do I do? How do I get
Enzo,
down?
you'd have drifted over to about here by this point.
Okay, so I'm still vertical to the ground, and just because it feels like something I should be, I'm just walking towards her mid-air, and I'm hey, do not jump
Catch
from
me.
this. I can, but I do not want to. We have a job to do.
Okay, so hypothetically, how the fuck am I getting down from the roof anyway? Is there a way?
Do you want me to carry you?
I don't know how the spell works. Do you want to risk maybe losing your height?
With an acrobatics check, you could just grab the roof below you and swing yourself down, or an athletics check if you want.
Okay, she'll try that. Getting back to the top floor seems like a good move. Acrobatics for sure. Okay, so that was a 12.
Okay, it takes a bit of scrambling. You take a point of bludgeoning damage, sort of banging that leg where the bolt was on one of the upright beams on your way down. But you get in, and you can just hear the thumping of Onarpos's boots back in the building as he dashes around the corner and starts heading down those stairs.
Okay, I'm going
to. That would be about half your movement. So, okay. So you guys say take about 3 rounds. That's 18 seconds to just dash down the stairs and be out the door.
Yeah, okay.
At present, we have Felia and Onarpos terrassing down a stairwell. We have Gabe and Nixie dashing across a snowy rooftop with surprising agility.
You're amazing.
Tenzo is sort of walking on all three dimensions around the moon sphere. Charise, as you are limping your way towards the moon sphere, you see Yolden. You can hear him calling out to you. Patrolman, Wheeler, is it? Come quick, come quick.
Is he technically a senior officer?
He is. He's the same rank as Tenzo. So
I thought
he's one rank above you.
I thought Charise was the same rank as me.
Technically, you and Charise hold the same rank, but you are an acting civilar, which means you're like temporarily one rank up. So Yolden realistically outranks everybody here.
All right. Well, I guess I gotta stop and go over to him.
Bearing in mind, like he's not ordering you so much as like he's trying to get your attention and call you over. But yes, in terms of etiquette and
I've been busted down once before. I don't want to find out what's below this assignment. Like at all.
So
you're scared. You're scared.
Heard stories, but they can't be true.
It can't possibly be worse than
sure, it's not like it was in the paper or anything.
Can't be true.
Yolden says to you, Charise, he is not listening to me. What is going on up there? What happened?
We're chasing the last of the guys down.
I heard something about contingency plan. What?
We don't know what the contingency plan is. That's why we're trying to catch the guy. We don't know what the contingency plan is.
Okay. I think we should be alert but not alarmed. Okay, the primary attack. He's starting to. You can hear the cogs, the wheels flying in his head. Like, okay, they want to blow up. They want to attack the moon sphere. What were they doing up there?
Some sort of machine up there. I'm not sure what it was for, but it was definitely positioned to take advantage of its proximity to the moon sphere. That's what I know.
Okay. Yeah, probably looking for some sort of magical attack. Can you call your Watchmen in? I have an idea. I think I can help you. And with that, he excuses himself from the nobles that he's talking to, who sort of start moving out into the crowd. And following, are you following him? What are you doing?
Well, actually, I am gonna call people in, except for the ranger. If he can keep following, then I think he should. Like that's what I think we should do. Like if he can successfully track this dude down, then like he's the only one who has any actual sense of where this guy is going. So to me, it's not a good idea to pull him off of that, so that we can all like Dutch rudder each other down here in the lobby. So
okay, sounds good. Nixie, so you can hear Charise calling up to you.
I'm taking the stairs.
Okay, give me a quick acrobatics check. As you go dashing back. Gabe, while this is going down, what are you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm going to continue my pursuit
18.
of the enemy.
18, not an issue. You swing yourself down. You're on the third floor. We'll say you're about 6 seconds behind Felia, who's about 6 seconds behind Onarpos.
Nice.
So Gabe, 1, 2, 3. There's a 10-foot difference here. So 4, 5. Give me an acrobatics check, and you'll be up here on the next roof over. Okay, you can estimate your quarry is now about 120 feet away.
Can I start dashing?
You can. That is going to affect the DC of your dexterity checks because you're on a slippery roof in the dark.
All right, I'm gonna do it. Someone's gonna roll.
Okay.
And it's 6. It's not good.
6.
Do I fall off the building?
Give me another dexterity. Give me a dexterity save, please.
I'm trying to catch up to Gabe.
Wait, I don't see your roll. Did it not go into the
18.
thing?
Sometimes
I rolled a
D&D
2.
Beyond lags.
And
Yeah.
I got an 18 for my dexterity save.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them either.
that's
Occasionally,
weird.
D&D Beyond does this thing where the rolls
wait.
stop
Oh my
appearing.
god, I was with a different character. My apologies. My
Oh
super
my
apologies.
gosh.
I'm so
And that,
You're such-
that
you're
error that
such
D&D
a
Beyond sometimes
gamer.
encounters appears not to have happened here.
I'm sorry, D&D Beyond, you did nothing wrong. I'm stupid.
D&D
Such a
Beyond
gamer.
remains a great app for this sort of thing, and
It was not you guys at all. Would you like me to re-roll my check and save, or would you like me to keep the rolls I had before?
let's re-roll. What was your second roll?
My first roll was a 2. My second roll was a 20. No, 18.
Well, I still can't actually see any of your rolls in the game log. Let's do those 2 rolls again. Let's do both of them.
So, nice.
Okay, yep, definitely roll that save.
Oh my god, what's happening to me, dude? Nice!
Oh,
Sick!
You are
Okay.
cursed.
These are the worst rolls ever, dude.
As you start trying to scramble up the wall of this next building, that is actually 1 floor higher than the tenement building you're standing on top of, you start sliding back down, and then you lose your footing and start sliding off the rooftop you're on. You do manage to catch yourself. You are now hanging from the edge of the ceiling. The good news is, if you'll remember, there is a gap in the wall here. This is where Tenzo was standing when he first contemplated tying the rope around himself and throwing himself off. So with that dexterity save, give me 1 more dexterity save, please.
I don't know if I should.
For those wondering,
I got my fingers
this
for you,
is,
Gabe.
as
It'll
you'll
be this
remember,
time.
that Gabe was on the very corner of this building. As he slips down, this is exactly where that gap in the wall is. My
Look at
man
me
got
being
lucky.
Look at me
What's-
being lucky. I
What's
got a
that
14
dexterity
this
save?
time.
14. With a 14, managed to swing yourself in. And you know what? If anyone actually saw that, they almost could have been persuaded you meant to do it.
I saw it.
smooth.
I'm gonna,
I was
I'm gonna
watching
get
it.
in the gym and be like, oh my god, is it helpful being here at all? And I
I was
keep
watching-
moving further away, right?
Yeah.
In my head, I thought, oh, he just changed his mind, I guess.
Yep. Smooth. So we'll put you at about 6 seconds behind Nixie. So at this stage, Onarpos now appears and is running over to meet the gathering here. Yolden starts pulling. There's a small box with the symbol of the watch on the top of it. As he opens it up, he starts pulling out a handful of scrolls. He goes, "These are scrolls to help you detect magic powers. If there is a backup plan, surely there's going to be another magical artifact around here. Also, Nixie, I will roll for Onarpos. Nixie and Felia, can I get perception checks from you, please?"
I send a message to Charise, hoping for a reply, because I've gone another 30 feet in the air.
21, baby.
Dirty 20.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Why can't you roll like that?
Felia did get down there first. So, Felia, as you swing back down, and as you crouch down, like, I did it! Little tail wagging. As you look over your shoulder, you see something down in the corner, almost rolled off the edge of the floor. It's a small, black, conical-shaped stone crystal gem of some sort.
So what you're telling me is it's shiny.
It actually does reflect some of the light from the moon sphere, and it gives off like a dark purplish sort of a hue.
Okay, she's gonna grab it. She's gonna pick it up.
Onarpos sort of looks at Oh no, Onarpos has already left at this stage. Okay. So you now have more black conical gem in your inventory.
Got it.
Yolden says, if they were using a magic device, maybe they have some other magical plan to interfere with the moon sphere. And he hands you Charise, and then he hands you Onarpos, and you can see him sort of looking at the door like, yeah, the rest of them are coming, and he starts preparing the other in his hands. You are now holding a scroll of detect magic. It says this will last for about 10 minutes, so we must move quickly. We must spread out. Try to detect anything in the area of large magic power. Do not worry about the woman at her staff. That is the black staff. That will be powerful. She is probably not going to attack the moon sphere. The black staff, for anyone with a magical background, is essentially, it's a title held by essentially the most powerful mage in Waterdeep. A couple of black staffs ago, the title was held by Kelvin Blackstaff, who was married to Lariel Silverhand, who is currently the Open Lord of Waterdeep. Blackstaff is a big deal.
Okay.
That's gonna be me one day.
That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me.
Okay, so he gives out the. You said scroll of detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us get that?
Well, 6 seconds go by. As you run out and see this small gathering here, you can see Yolden, and he's waiting for you, and he holds a scroll out to you.
Okay.
Onarpos is already opening it up, and you can see him sort of mouthing some of the words to himself, like, oh yeah, I know that word. They're not in the common language as is, but, you know, you can read it. And then, sure enough, Nixie, and we'll just sort of zip forwards the next 12 seconds as everyone gathers in. Tenzo, seeing everyone coming down and gathering from your high vantage point, what are you doing?
I'm sending a message to Charise asking if I should keep this flight going or come back down.
Come on down.
Okay.
As soon as I exit the building, I'm gonna run past guys and be like, guys, follow me, and I'm just gonna keep jetting. I'm not even gonna stop to get the orb. I have a mark on him. If we move quick, we could probably find him, and I'm just gonna start running.
Okay, so you're going out the front door then, not the back door?
Yeah.
Okay.
The front door? Oh, I would meet up with everybody at the back door, but I would start running past them to let them know you guys should follow me pretty quickly.
Okay, well, assuming everyone's using their dash actions, you're all pretty much moving at the same speed.
Mm-hmm.
So you would get out here, and what, you're just going to keep running past them?
Yeah. And I'm like, guys, follow me.
Okay, so they're all standing there with scrolls in their hands. Yolden's holding a scroll out, and he's like, and he just put... he just tucks it back in his...
Actually, as
into a belt loop.
As he's like trying to hand it, I grab it as I fly by him. Can I do that for like a sleight of hand check?
You can try, but as you jump out of here and come running towards him, he's just going to be handing you one as well.
Oh, okay. I'll just take it.
Okay, so Gabe's sort of off down here at this stage, and you're all standing there holding scrolls of detect magic. Says, okay,
follow me, everyone! Follow me now, quick!
I'm behind Gabe. I'm dashing right behind Gabe.
I can cast the spell and follow after him. Right?
Yolden's like, okay, just search down there. Look for I think we're looking for another magic device. Probably smaller this time. Unless there is another one set up in another building, and you see him sort of looking up around all the buildings around the plaza.
How long does my flight last?
As soon as you leave the moon sphere, gravity reasserts itself. So you would have got to about here, maybe 5 feet above, and you just sort of walk forwards, drop down onto the ground, and start running.
Oh, okay.
So you'd get down to here, grab your scroll. What are we doing?
I'm reading it immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, pop the spell first, and then.
So, who is reading their spells at this point?
No, there's no point that we all do it at once, right?
Well, if we're splitting up, we want to,
I don't think we should split up. I doubt it'll be a good move.
I'm behind.
Yeah.
We could read. I say read later. I'm behind Gabe.
Okay, so these two are taking off. We'll move them further down as you go running past a slightly bewildered-looking watch person. Can't zoom in far enough to see their face.
Okay.
Okay, so Tenzo and Charise. As you read the scroll, you can feel that magic sort of forming, particularly around your head, almost like you're getting little pings around you. You get a lot of low-level pings, as many of these nobles have like a ring of protection or an amulet of protection. Some of them have probably quaffed a potion to make them look prettier or speak a bit more eloquent for the purposes of schmoozing tonight. The first thing you notice is a strong sense coming from the musician's tent.
Let's go take a look at that.
Could I determine if it's just bardic?
Tenzo, going up next to Charise, yeah, you can sense one of the musicians who's playing a particularly complex piece on a violin. His boots give off a soft glow, and you realize these are boots of dexterity. He's just using them in a slightly different way, and it's increasing the nimbleness of his fingers, which is helping him play better. So he's probably they're a powerful magic item. They're just probably not designed to interfere with the moon sphere.
Can I make a sort of, I don't know, a perception check? Because from what we can tell, for the big device, they needed that opening. So what I want to do is I want to kind of use a perception check to check the buildings here in the square and see if there's a similar opening that would give that sort of line of sight.
Gabe, at this stage, you would
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. I would say for this, you actually run out into the square, step out into the square. You're sort of staying close into the crowds, trying not to make draw too much attention to yourself, but you just do this steady pan. It's like you can almost feel the dolly zoom camera in on you as you're just scanning every single building, almost like a grid format. There are warehouses, there are tenement houses. All the warehouse windows are boarded up. All the tenement windows are open. But the windows are there. Like, there's no large gaps. You can see through the windows, but they're closed. Like, there doesn't seem to be anything that would house a large magical device, like you just saw. Gabe, at this point, you would estimate that your quarry is at least 6 streets over.
I'm going to yell out real loud. Away. I'm going to yell out to the guys. I have a mark on him. We can worry about finding whatever you're looking for later. I can sense where he's going, and I'm going to keep heading that way.
Yolden hears that, calls over to you, Tenzo. He's like, should we not be more worried about this contingency plan?
I turn and I cast message. I throw it to Gabe. And I think that's a lost cause. We need to try to mitigate any damage that's about to occur here. P.S. Love Tenzo.
little heart.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
In my mind.
Magical texting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message
LOL.
back. I'm gonna message back. If we can find the guy, we can get answers about everything else. I feel like that's the best move.
And I go, he seems to be a lot more magically inclined than any of us are at this time. So we should...
Nixie says to Gabe, is it frickin' Tenzo? Just tell him to shut up. Less talky, more runny.
I throw a message to Nixie, and I go, "I'm still your manager."
Oh God.
Tenzo's pulled rank. It happens.
I'm going.
And when was the last time Nixie listened to anybody, even her superiors?
She's a loose cannon.
I just brush it off. Like the message is like right there, and I just.
I'm going.
You're a
to
loose cannon, Nixie. That's why I respect.
Slap
you
it
so
away.
Damn much.
I'm gonna stop running and be like, we have the person. We can get him. All of us can get him.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's go.
At this stage, there was a slight pause. Your quarry stopped moving at about 6 streets away, and then resumed movement, but a lot faster.
Oh, it's probably
your quarry by now. You would estimate is about 12 streets away, like solidly into the dock ward, headed out for the water.
That's some expeditious retreat shit right there.
Can Felia wander back inside the house we came from and see if that old guy is still in there?
Sure. Felia wanders back in.
Lenton? Is that?
Lenton Vanderbeek.
Esquire.
Yeah. Vandernoor is still sitting at his desk, sort of scowling at you from behind his way too old man face.
Way too old man face.
Running off then.
Felia walks up to he's behind a desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does her best impression of a frowny face and says, bangs her hands on the table and says, "Tell us what you know."
Give me an intimidation check, please.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, fuck me.
She's too cute to be intimidating.
6. Yep. Okay.
Well,
Is that a natural? So I hate you.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Okay.
I hate this game.
And looks back at you and says, "I don't know nothing. I'm not the City Watch, am I? It's your job to find out stuff. Now, calm down. We don't want things to get too animated," as he glances at the armor by the door.
Fuck.
Oh.
I walk into the room.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tenzo, tell him about the letter.
Tenzo, walking into the room, you don't sense any powerful magic.
I close the door behind me and I lock it.
Oh, it's about to get sexual.
Bless you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
My antics.
You okay?
You alright?
Yep. Go ahead,
What was
roll
that?
intimidation. I will say roll it with advantage because A, locking the door quietly behind you. B, you got Felia to back you up.
All right, as I'm locking the door, I'm just like whistling a tune, and
I'm terrified. I'm in the room. I'm terrified.
Oh, wow.
You're getting
my.
secondhand intimidation.
That's a nat 20. I don't even need to roll again.
Yeah. If you rolled again and got another nat 20, it's the only way you could improve it. And you wouldn't be moving on. I'm babbling. Moving on. This guy is old. Like, his skin is pale, there's liver spots. And even that pale skin, you can see him just going just another shade paler. And he's like, fella offered me money. He said he could have his goons beat me senseless, or he could give me a lot of money. And we don't get a lot of money in these parts. And I'm trying to save up money to improve the builder. That's a lie. I just want to build a penthouse in the top floor, but I don't know anything else what's going on. But my daughter's just down the hallway, and her I don't like what she's doing, but her girlfriend crying and everything just.
I haven't even said.
Grabs a glass of wine next to him and just like bottoms up straight through it, slams it back down, and goes, "I'm a terrible person."
I haven't even said anything yet. I've just grabbed. Is there another chair in the room?
No, Lenton appears to like people to stand in front of him. You note, like, when he was looking at that set of armor, saying, you know, we don't want things to get animated, you walk in, you look at the armor, there's nothing magical about that armor at all from your detect magic spell. It is a completely normal set of armor. This man is so full of shit.
I hate this old bitch. I'm gonna kill him.
I take out my my paintbrush and I flip it around to the handle and I put it up against his throat. And I say,
"Oh God!
If you know anything else, now would be the time to tell us."
Oh,
A name might be
I've
helpful.
been incontinent for the last 6 years.
Oh my god.
well,
Ew.
Join the club, buddy.
Join the club.
that's great."
As
Why
we
you
broke,
think I'm so mad?
And I said, now we're getting somewhere. And I say,
Oh.
what was your dead wife's name?
when they ask you a question that you
Really loved her a lot.
it's been so long.
You know what? We have to bring you in for this. If there's anything else, name,
Why don't you
Any-
make it easier on yourself? You know?
I can try to get some leniency for you.
It doesn't have to be terrible.
The money's hidden in my bed up on the first floor in my
We
apartment.
know.
And
That's old news, partner.
Past tense. That is past tense, my boy.
Who is the letter from?
his name was Haggerson. I never met him.
Just
Write that
Haggerson?
down. Write that down.
Write
We
that
already
down,
knew
write that
that. We already knew that, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Do you know anything about the contraption that was upstairs?
I don't know nothing about no magic.
I never said it was
Businessman.
magic.
They said it was magic.
Yo,
Why
slaughter
else
is
would
like,
they have a wizard with them? Dirty
Oh.
little runt.
You had a problem with wizards?
I have a problem with wizards what threaten to set me on fire if I don't stay in my room and keep my mouth shut.
That's fair.
That's I look at Felia and I go, "Sure, I think we're done here."
Are we still searching for this second device outside the rest of us here?
You are, so we'll pause it here. And Charise. Moving out into the dancer's court, again, you get an incredible sense of magic. Not like it's very powerful, but it's just deep and broad. Like you've somehow walked up next to the deepest, fastest ocean you've ever thought even possible. And you know, in this sort of world, unless you're specifically a seafarer, like the ocean it's very alien. Like this is vast set of magic that is the moon sphere. Inside it, you can sense the black staff as this massive source of power. Pardon me. And one of the dancers are dancing with this lovely young elven woman. Is this young human man, and he's got sort of a very swashbuckler outfit. He's trying to look very dashing, and hanging from his belt is a wand of magic missiles. It's barely charged, and you get a sense, like, again, it's high enough a level magic to be pinged by the spell, but it's not going to upset the moon sphere.
All right, I'm gonna do a walk around the whole courtyard here, peeking into windows and whatever other openings there are. Anything that's got any sort of vantage point, just kind of keeping my eyes and ears open. There's not much else I feel like I can do other than that.
Onarpos, for his part, is just going to be sauntering down to the moonlit bar of the Jade Dancer, where my notes are a little bit all around the place right now. That comes after. He detects a. You see him sort of look over, and he eyes one of the patrons up and down, but then sort of looks at him and shakes his head, keeps wandering around, sticks his head into the main doors, has a look around, sniffs, keeps walking. Now, we haven't heard from Nixie and Gabe in a couple of rounds. You got about 20 odd seconds to play with. At this point, also, you detect your quarry is now a good half a mile away.
Yeah.
Do we keep chasing? I'm a little tired. All right.
No point to keep me going. Let's head back.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna rush back over to where towards Onarpos, and we're gonna just be like, we could have chased them down, guys. I don't know why everyone just stopped running.
Because I've only got little legs.
I've seen you jump.
That's the point. I can jump.
Onarpos, for his part, just goes, well, the boss man ordered us to look around for another device. I mean...
Yeah, but doesn't mean he's always right for doing it, though.
Not to mention, I don't think there's another device here. I think the contingency plans was getting away so they can do it again. But the guy that I have marked is well into the water now.
This night only happens once. How often does the moon sphere happen, DM?
Every full moon. So once a month. That's once every 28 days.
So is the contingency in 28 days or later?
I don't know.
Tonight?
All I know is that
are you guys still in... sorry, Felia and Tenzo, are you still in Lenton's office, or have you left by this stage?
We would have left by now.
Okay. I left. And I
did you guys cuff him?
This suit of armor.
Did you guys cuff him?
Of course not.
No.
we got a guy upstairs.
He's just sitting there at his desk, and he's sort of shifting in his chair a little uncomfortably.
I wave a couple of Yalden's men to go in there and snag him.
We got a couple other.
Gives you a nod, a quick polite salute, and you can see him sort of touch his head, like he's concentrating, and one of his men sort of looks over, gives him a nod, starts trotting down this way. Another one of his men on this side, he does the same thing. Tenzo, you recognize that he's casting message just in a different way than what you would do.
Amateur.
Tenzo, we still have the guy that I cuffed up on the top floor there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to him right now. I'm gonna run up.
She iced him up pretty good, so he might still just be stuck there.
I'm going to assume at this point, Tenzo, like you're just like
chilling out.
If you're not doing anything else, I would assume at this point you're just like sending out a message to everybody in sequence, which is sort of what's allowing a little more free communication. It's just at this point you can only communicate with Tenzo, so you'd have to be like, well, tell Nixie that I said it's a little high schoolish, but it's a spell limitation.
I'm guessing that by now that me, Felia, and Nixie already met up with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing that means we're also near Tenzo.
Well, Onarpos will have sort of sauntered back over with you guys.
I'm gonna say our first motive is to go in there, question that guy, see who the fuck the guy that was flying off as a bug was, and then we bring him down here, have him cuffed, and give him the pretty boy over there.
Okay.
I like it.
Sounds good to me. Hey,
At
you know
this
what that
point, you
is?
guys have already disappeared.
I grab him on the shoulder. As you know what that is? That's upper management material. Go get him, bud.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna look at him with like a really like charmed smile, and be like, "Thanks."
Charise.
Don't be a sellout. Don't be a sellout.
How are you sort of looking around? Like, give me an idea of what you're doing at the moment while all this is going down.
Ooh. So you say
That's what 18 charisma will get you.
He's so we have a bunch of you said it was like open windows and stuff like that, but the guy said we're looking for what's probably a smaller device. So
maybe. He's spitballing.
Yeah, it's a start. It's so long as I'm kind of like poking my head into windows that, whatever. I'm kind of relying on the detect magic to give me that ping, but I know that it can't ping through. It's a foot of solid stone, an inch of solid steel. There's limitations on it, so I gotta kind of like move in and out of buildings at any opportunity so that I can give it a chance to do its thing. But I'm not moving slowly. I'm moving fairly swiftly because my movement is 35 because of what I am.
Are you using your full movement?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay. So, as you are moving around, you get to about here, and you just get it. It almost feels like someone's just walked up with a pen and just like jabbed you in the side of the head with it, as the spell effect from this detect magic just goes off the charts.
Oh.
Looking over, you see a tall, statuesque woman wearing like fine, flowing, noble-looking clothes, moving through the crowds coming away from the moon market, holding a goblet in her hand. Her necklace is glowing.
Calm down, Gabe.
Who that is?
Her necklace is glowing intensely with this flaming red-orange energy that you're not 100% sure how you know. It's the spell is almost whispering to you. This is powerful evocation magic. Can I have an Arcana check, please?
Yeah. Where is it? There it is.
Those must be the anal beads of blasting.
12. I'm dumb again.
Charise?
Yeah, I've only got an 8. But I might have a way around my shitty check. Hold on. Is she moving towards me?
She appears to be sort of sidling around, looking about like just like a disinterested person, but she's definitely moving. Give me an perception check, please. I'll say I will allow perception or investigation. So if your investigation is higher,
it isn't. My perception is actually the better one. I just rolled badly, so
okay.
I only got a 9 on that.
Are you near Charise at the moment?
Me?
I was with Gabe and Felia.
Okay, so you're probably not aware of this as yet. Charise, you can't. You're not sure if you've seen one of these before. You swear it's popped up in training at some point, or you might have seen it back in your earlier days when you were still sort of a grunt in this sort of role. But this spell is just telling you this is some high-level evocation.
And what's this? Besides drinking, what's this woman doing?
She appears to be moving towards the moon sphere. You're not 100% certain.
I'll just move to intercept them.
She sort of looks like she's avoiding you.
Alright, I'll move to intercept.
Can I move towards the middle of the moon sphere?
Sure. Okay, so Tenzo, you start moving toward the middle of the moon sphere. We'll go back.
What's your name, girl? Where you from?
Tenzo, you start moving towards the moon sphere.
I just figured out who Sween wants me to draw from this game first.
Yo, Ma, what's good? What's your name?
So as you start moving, you get to about here, and you note that. Can I have a perception check, please?
From who?
From you, Charise.
Oh, okay. Yo, what the hell? I can't roll over a 3.
Yo, you're
Dumb
not
today,
doing worse-
man.
You're not doing worse than I am, but you're not doing better either. Like,
No, I'm not. It's
we're in that- we're in that boat.
pretty bad.
What would Swain need to roll to hook up with glowing Necklace Bay?
The number and I'll do
Well, it depends on a number of factors, and I would tell you what all those factors are, but spoilers, sweetie.
Whatever, bro.
Charise, as you sort of move around this marble barrier that sort of directs the moon sphere plaza from the rest of the dancing court, you take your eyes off her for like half a second, and she appears to have vanished into the crowds in the into the marketplace. Give me an insight check. Look, I'm trying, man. I'm trying really hard. The dice.
Is there a better way to roll these dice other than just clicking on the thing? Because it's just like pathetically dropping the d20 onto the table, and it's like me. It's just this flaccid, shitty little link.
A 12 will be enough for this. You thought she was avoiding you. You got that inkling that she might have been trying to move around you, and you take your eyes off her for half a second, and like that, she's gone.
Ooh.
You've been made.
All right.
Whoever
Can I
she
try?
is, she knows who you are, where you are. She knows you're with the watch. She doesn't want to be found by you.
All right. Well,
It's you can't be certain, but it's a strong enough inkling that you would be willing to act on it.
okay. So, can I maybe use an Arcana check to try and refocus in on her baller necklace using the Detect Magic spell?
At this stage, you would think it seems like she's moved outside of that radius. But give me an Arcana check, and we'll see how we go.
Let's see. That's not funny. Wow, man, that's so unfortunate. Dang, that sucks. Man.
Oh,
You would
dude,
know
I'm so
today,
sorry.
Swain.
You rolled a
You
2.
would-
Ouch, okay, chill
I
out.
rolled another 2.
You know the feeling.
We might post some screenshots later on of some of Charise's better rolls.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get like a collection of all these shitty rolls and just post them up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man.
Great.
We're doing good. We're doing good so far.
I'm going to keep
It's fine.
harassing D&D Beyond, by the way, to see if they can write up a way to include dice rolls into Twitch or OBS so that everyone can enjoy this.
That's true.
That would be
Okay.
nice, actually.
Okay. You're a little bit flustered, you know, shit's going on. You just got a glimpse of what essentially is some sort of highly explosive device wrapped around this woman's neck. And you've lost her, and that's a lot of information to process at this point.
I'm gonna try and signal over to Tenzo, let him know. You know, take a
we
look
can see
around.
Clarice from here, right?
I'm a bit busy.
We'll say that it takes maybe another 4 rounds. That's about 30 seconds, give or take, before Tenzo would send another message your way, the cantrip, to go, hey, what's going on? Assuming you're still firing messages or not, Tenzo?
No, I am slightly busy with something, but I want everyone else to get a chance to do something.
Okay.
Mine's a bit more involved.
Okay, so Felia, Gabe, Nixie, what are you guys doing? Onarpos at this point is just sort of following everyone else's lead.
Can we see Charise just wandering around over the other side of the square?
Give me an perception check. Or investigation if you're actively looking for her.
Observation is like old school, like
11.
15.
Get with the times, old man.
We said
Where the hell did Charise go? Where'd she go?
Nixie, you catch a glimpse of Charise moving up the north end towards the moon market. It's just a glimpse, but you're positive it's her. There aren't too many Dampiers running around.
I see the top of her head.
Yeah.
She's headed to the market. She's probably going to get snacks, and she's doing it without us.
Wait, she's getting snacks without us?
Yeah!
Why
else would you go to the market if not to get, like, the bomb bread, okay?
One sec. Look, I want to go and eat stuff, and I sense that there's a very attractive woman with some sort of weird necklace nearby. But we really should probably go question the guy that we captured, because if we question him, we can probably figure out the guy that turned into a moth and maybe what that whole contraption was.
Okay,
but like the thing is like if I had bread, I would like be able to do that better.
Look, we can get food afterwards. I hate that I'm the one.
Fine. You know what?
And Felia's gonna try to walk away, and I'm gonna grab her and like kind of turn her toward the door.
Okay.
Trying to, like,
I'm going to tell you something that I never ever say to Tenzo. You're right. Okay.
Okay, I have the perfect line to end this podcast episode on. I get really close to the black staff in the middle of the moon circle, and I say, "Hi, could I ask you for a favor?"
Oh, we are. We're going to end on that note. We are close to 1 p.m. Sydney time, that is. Our run time's 2 hours. I had a very violent sneeze.
That was intense.
We have successfully not disabled so much as disrupted and forced to evacuate what appears to have been some sort of weapon of mass destruction. We've now found a weapon of mid-destruction somewhere loose in the moon markets.
And we're on a hunt for a woman with giant balls.
Balls on her neck.
Balls on her neck. It's like a pearl necklace.
Look,
she has rather large beads. Where do the beads come from?
If I draw it, I can put the balls on her anywhere you want. Anywhere you want. Just
Did you hear that, Gabe? Anywhere we want.
Art, but that's a lie. Partially a lie. I look forward to it, but I'm terrified. And Tenzo has just sidled up to what could be the most powerful woman in the entire city, if not the entire region.
And I got an 18 charisma. Let's go.
I'm vibing. Does this mean the legendary words are about to happen? DM?
We'll find out next week. All Watchmen are bastards.